we are going to discuss robot specifications. Actually, robot specifications can be classified into different sections, in which comes number of axes, maximum tool tip speed, load carrying capacity, then accuracy, precision, repeatability, reach and stroke. I repeat, number of axes, maximum tool tip speed, load carrying capacity, accuracy, precision, repeatability, and reach and stroke. Okay, let's see number of axes. Number of axes can be again divided into three: major axis, minor axis, redundant axis. Major axis is the axis that we use to position the wrist point. Not if my hand is a robot arm, if I want to place this wrist point in some area, I need some axis, elbow, shoulder, etc. Minimum of three. First three, 1, 2 and 3 comes the major axis in order to position the wrist point, and second axis is minor axis. If I want to orient the tool, if my hand is a tool, I want to rotate it or pick some object. I want okay. Now to orient that tool, we need some axis, that is minor axis. So the minor axis used to orient the end effector. This my hand fingers are the end effectors. Then the third one is redundant axis, that is used to avoid obstacles. So 1, 2, 3 axes are called major axis. 4 to 6 axes are called minor axis, and 6 to n axes are called redundant axis. So that's all with the number of axes. The second specification is maximum tool tip speed, or speed of the robot. So that is the ability of the robot to move the tool tip over a particular area. Actually, we discussed it in two types. Speed of a robot determines the ability of the robot to accomplish that particular work, or we can say the maximum tool tip speed, the movement of the robot tool tip, can described by the word cycle time, or beginning to the end process. There is a time between a process. There is a speed we calculate for a robot arm. Okay. The third category is load carrying capacity. In load carrying capacity is the maximum weight that a robot can handle. The maximum weight that a robot can handle. It depends upon the size, configuration, construction, etc. And in a specified condition that can be varied. Okay. Net weight carrying capacity usually represented with the payloads. Payload means, for example, if a load carrying capacity of a robot is 5 kg and its end effector weight is, if my hand is a robot arm and these fingers are an end effector, and it weighs 1 kg, then the total load carrying capacity is 5 minus 1, that is equal to 4 kg. So in terms of payload, we say it 5 kg and the load carrying capacity is 4 kg, because you have to minus the weight of end effector. So that's all with the load carrying capacity.